Torah message for Shavuos. We're not together, and it's Hashem, we should be together again very soon. But here's a message, an idea, something to think about, something to ponder over Shavuos, about the great gift of Matan Torah, the beautiful Torah which Hashem is about to give us. Gemara says in Shabbos Peiches on base, Omer Rabbi Reuven Levi. Rabbi Reuven Levi says, I'll call Dibur v'Dibur on every single utterance of the Seres HaDibros Nismali Kol Olam Kula B'Vasomim. The world was full and filled up with fragrance, beautiful perfume. What does this mean, that the whole world was full of perfume on every utterance? That means the concept of Basomim is alluding to the great pleasure, the great oinig and delight, the ni'imus, the sweetness and the geschmack of every word of Torah. As we say in davening, Kapitel Yutes, chapter 19 of Tehillim, every Shabbos morning, Torah Hashem Temima Mishefas Nofesh, Torah restores the soul. Pukud Hashem Misharim Misamchi Lev. The mitzvahs are just and they rejoice the heart. The mitzvahs Hashem Bara Miras Anayim. The mitzvahs of Hashem are clear and they lighten the eyes. Nechmodim Mizavi Pasrov is more splendid than gold. Musukim Dvash Noifid Sufim, and sweeter than honey and dripping honeycombs. This is the beauty of the gift of Torah. Let's take it a step further. Chazal say in a medrash in Teruma, Ki lekach toiv nosati rochem, that beautiful posuk that we sing in Eitz Chaim Hi when we put the Sefer Torah back into the Aron HaKodesh. Ki lekach toiv nosati rochem. Chazal say, Hashem says, I've given you a great bargain, a lekach toiv, a good bargain. We're all looking for a good deal. Chazal explain, what does this mean, a good bargain? In a very cryptic way, which needs to be explained. Torah is a mekach toiv. It's a great buy. It's a great bargain. Yesh lecha sodeh ein loy kerem. If a person's got a field, then he can't have a vineyard. Yesh loy kerem. If he has a vineyard, ein loy sodeh, then he won't have a field. Avol Torah, if a person's got Torah, yesh lecha sodeh v'kerem. He has a field and he has the vineyard. Torah is both combined. What does this mean? What does it mean? You can't have both the vineyard and the field, only one without the other. What a Chazal telling us about Torah that is unique. If you look in the world around us, that everything, all our possessions can be categorized into two separate categories. Either it is a necessity or it's a luxury. It's a necessity, it's a hechrach, or it is a luxury. It's called moisrus. It will be everything in the world, either necessity or luxury or neither. What is the difference between a necessity and a luxury? A necessity, if you don't have it, it can be very uncomfortable. It can be very painful. For example, a person doesn't have shoes, doesn't have bread to eat. It's very uncomfortable. But if he has got shoes, okay, everything's okay. He's not ecstatic with joy. Person's got necessity, he's happy. But if a person doesn't have a necessity, he's in pain. The reverse is true of a luxury. A luxury is the opposite. If a person has a luxury, he's full of absolute joy and simcha, delight. If he doesn't have it, okay. So a person has a Lamborghini, he can be very happy. He's excited, he's ecstatic. If he doesn't have it, okay. It's okay, life still carries on. That's the difference between a luxury and necessity. And in life, everything in the world is one or the other, but never both. It's either necessity or luxury or neither. There's one exception, and you know what that is, and that is Torah. Torah, somebody who appreciates Torah, he understands that Torah is a necessity. Just like a fish out of water, Chazal say, the fish dies, it's a necessity. Without it, a person's miserable, he can't live. So Torah is necessity. And if he doesn't have it, he's in pain. It's difficult for him. But if a person has Torah, it's not just okay, like a necessity. It's also a luxury. And if a person has a luxury, he's ecstatic. He's full of joy. Torah is an absolute joy and an absolute pleasure. And this is what Chazal mean when they said you can have a field and a vineyard. The field represents The field represents necessities, and the vineyard represents luxuries. If you've got the field, then you can't have the kerem, you can't have the vineyard. If you have vineyard, you don't have the field. But if you have Torah, you have both, because Torah has both aspects to it. Torah is the necessity. Without it, we die. It's kihem chayenu, it's our life. But if we have got it, then it's not just okay, it's also necessity. V'nismach b'divrei sarasecha. Torah we need to survive, but Torah is also the ultimate luxury. And that's why Torah is, if you've got Torah, it's actually a great bargain, because you've got the Keren and a vineyard. It's a necessity and it's a luxury. And that's why when Hashem gave us the Torah, He filled the whole world with basomim, because it's so beautiful. It's a luxury, gives such joy. But also HaKadosh Baruch Hu lifted the mountain above our heads, Har Sinai, and said, if you accept the Torah, good. If not, He will be buried, because it's a necessity. You can't live without it. This is the gift of Torah. Let's re-accept the Torah, Kabbalas HaTorah, this Shavuos, to look at the gift of Torah we have, to realize and internalize the great gift we have, to use it as a connection, to connect with the Ribbono Shel Olam, to give us great joy in our life. There's so much sorrow around us, there's so much pain and trouble, but with Torah, the gift of Torah, it's a necessity, but it gives us the greatest joy. Pekudei Hashem Yishorim B'samchei Leiv. The Torah is so beautiful, it rejoices the heart. Let's spend our time to utilize every hour of Shavuos, learning as much as we can, enjoying as much as we can the Torah, Chatzi Lachem, Chatzi Lachem, enjoying the beautiful flowers around us and the cheesecake, the oinig, Yom Tov. Let's enjoy that, the Simchas Yom Tov. Let's enjoy that together with the Torah that we learn, and inspire us to keep growing just like flowers, keep budding and growing. Similarly, we should continue to steig and grow in Avodas Hashem and our Yiddishkeit. Wishing you all a good Yom Tov.